Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial on Sew with Abby channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing the cutting and the stitching of this long maxi dress, which has the upper part shared with tie shoulder sleeves and side pockets. If this is what you like to watch, then keep watching. Let's get started. For the purpose of this tutorial, these are the materials I'll be making use of. And this is the elastic for the sharing of the upper part, and for my fabric I have Ankara fabric here, which is 3 yards, although I cut out 2 yards, which will be the width, and this is because I want fullness at the lower part of the dress. Another way of getting the width to use is using your biggest body measurement, which might be the hip. Then you add extra inches, be it 10 or 15, depending on how full you want the lower part of the dress to be. Now this part is on fold. I'll go ahead to cut it into 2, which will serve as the front and back. Now this dress does not require the regular armhole or neck cutout, so the next thing I'll do is to mark where I want the shirring to start and stop. But before then, the length of this dress is 54 inches, but I have 47 plus 1 inch allowance, making it 48 inches. The tie shoulder sleeve will make up for the remaining length, although I'll have loved it longer, but the length of Ankara fabrics are usually 45 inches, and this particular one has its own direction, so I couldn't fold it anyhow. I had to cut this pattern, the pattern at the hem, from the remaining 1 yard to add for me to have that 48 inches. So if you notice, I have 3 steps of this pattern at the hem and 2 at the top here. So guys, the shirring will start around the chest area. I folded in ½ inch for hem, so I'll measure out 7 inches. The 7 inches will be for the thigh sleeve, which will make up for the remaining length of the dress. Then I mark 18 inches, that is where the shirring will stop, and I'll just draw a straight line across. Now for the distance between the shirring, you can use 1 inch or ½ an inch or 3/4 of an inch, depending on how you want it. For me, I'll be using ½ an inch, and that is what I'll maintain till I get to the 18 inches mark. So guys, to share your fabric, you need to wrap the elastic, you need to wrap it in the bobbin like so. And when you are doing this, make sure it is not tight, okay? And when you are done, you insert the bobbin into the bobbin case, and you might need to adjust the thread tension on your bobbin case if the elastic is not going in. Now that this is done, the next thing to do is to head over to the sewing machine. Okay guys, I want to start shirring on my fabric. I've gone ahead to hem the edge. Remember the ½ inch I folded it earlier. Now I will start stitching. When you are shirring, you don't need to back stitch and you don't need to pull your fabric, okay? Just stitch normally and then you will have the shirring effect. When I'm done with this piece, I'll do the same thing to the second piece. And don't forget, you have to stop somewhere. For me, I'll stop at the 18 inches I marked. So guys, after I was done sharing, this is what I have. I did the same to the second piece. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to join the 2 sides together, but before then I'll need to attach pockets. So I will set the dress aside to work on the pocket. I will be illustrating on this paper before I cut on my fabric. I will place my hand on the paper like so and trace out the shape. Then I'll cut on the lines, and after I'm done cutting, I'll place the paper on my fabric to cut out the shape. So guys, this is what I have. I cut out 4 pieces. 2 will be on each side of the dress. The next thing to do now is to mark where the pocket to be attached. From where the shirring stop, I marked 1 inch. Now I'll bring in my pocket and attach it to that 1 inch mark, right side facing each other. I will pin it down and do the same to the other side as well. When I'm done stitching, this is what it will look like. Now I will head over to the sewing machine to stitch. I will stitch the other side as well. I will also close up the sides and stop at the entrance of the pocket, then stitch the cuff of the pocket like so, then continue to close up the side to the hem of the dress. Okay guys, I'm done stitching the sides of the dress and I also fixed the pocket. Now the next thing to do is to work on the sleeves. I've gone ahead to cut out the pieces for the sleeve. The width is 2 inches on fold. The length is 20 inches. I will go ahead now to stitch. I'll turn it to the wrong side like so, and then I'll stitch it all the way to the hem. After doing that, I'll close up the edges and turn it right out. The next thing to do is to attach the sleeve to the dress. I'll bring in my dress now, and from the side, that is where the joining line is, I'll measure 3.5 inches, okay? And from where the 3.5 inches stopped, that is where I'll attach the sleeve. At the other side, I'll measure the same 3.5 inches and pin down the sleeve at exactly where the 3.5 inches stop. And when I'm done stitching, this is what I will have. I will go ahead now to stitch, and I will also do the same to the back. Okay guys, after stitching, this is what I have, and all you need to do is to tie the strap over your shoulder, and that is it. So the last thing I'm going to do is to hem the down part of the dress, and this is what it looks like at the end. Thanks for watching guys. Hope you find this tutorial helpful. Do not forget to give us a thumbs up, and if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly subscribe and turn on the post notification so that whenever I post a new video, you'll be notified. See you in my next one.